whatever Irv has with Ashanti is 20 years old, right? And so I know he was making some points that mean a lot to him, his heart and soul. But when you keep ranting about somebody 20 years later, it felt like he's not over the young lady, right? And so also we didn't know that they was fucking, right? Because the whole time, I'm there. What's Love, Big Pun Record, on tour. Okay, if it's on a documentary, you got to say your truth for your documentary. But to go to Drink Champs and keep calling up bitch, keep disrespecting, it kind of brings less credibility to everything else you say. And let me tell you something. Irv Gotti, he did discover her. Irv Gotti did make her the hits.
All was correct. Text record.
Speaking of that, one of your longtime friends yesterday goes by the name of Fat Joe. He called you a sucker for talking about all of this stuff 20 years later. How you feel about that? I know you saw it.
Yeah, I feel like he fooled me. He's not my friend.
Whoa.
I was fooled, but in life you get fooled. But you know what? He said,
what? They don't want you to say nothing?
But in life, forget Joe, because they don't want me to talk about Joe.
Okay,
so I won't talk about Joe. I'll talk about life, right? And in life, everyone goes through friends, people who you thought was your friend. I'm not talking about Joe. Let me talk. So in life, I've had countless friends come and go. But you know what remains consistent and why I get through all of this?
Why?
My family. Because I don't really need anyone who's around me, who's my close friends. I deem my family. You know what I'm saying? That they're my extended family. So friends, you know, it happens. They come and go. You know, people may be jealous of you on the low. You know, I just signed a deal for $300 million. I know certain people who's my friends, my so-called friends, they may be mad at that. They maybe have some jealousy and envy with that, and that's cool. We ain't got to be friends no more. I'm totally fine with me and my immediate family. I don't need any new friends or any old friends who pretended they was my friends, but they revealed themselves. They're not my friends.
Question.
Oh, y'all, it's Big Ant the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in real quick on Irv Gotti, as you just heard right there, calling in to 97.9 The Box and responding to Fat Joe's comments after this interview he did with Drink Champs that basically took over the internet because he decided to expose and bring to the forefront the details of him and Ashanti's relationship. And even Nelly's name came up in this conversation. And he basically said some real wild shit, calling her B word multiple times, calling her a bitch multiple times, really stood out. Like, damn, you just have entirely no respect for this girl. Now, no matter how you want to slice the pie, bro, up and down, horizontal, diagonally, 8 pieces, or however you want to bake the cake, bro, anybody who just on some player type shit gonna look at this and say, hey, bro, this nigga's tripping. Somebody from New York had to do what Fat Joe spoke on. You know, didn't have to, but somebody was gonna do it and just say publicly, hey, bro, that shit wasn't cool. Whether it be a podcaster, personality, a media, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to go across the board and say this shit was player because it was 20 years ago. First off, she was your artist. Second off, she done moved on and she ain't never said nothing bad about you, just like Fat Joe said. Now, I never heard Fat Joe call him a sucker, so whoever said that at 979, I don't know that for sure for him to call him a sucker, but Irv Gotti said, hey, man, he's not my real friend, you know, da-da-da-da. True. I'll say this, not true, but I'll say this. He could have hit you on the line and said, hey, bro, what you got going on, my nigga? That wasn't no player shit, bro. We don't get down like that. But he went public about it. You went public about it. Didn't take it as just 100% disrespect at all. He gave Irv Gotti his flowers. He just said, hey, man, you tripping with that shit, bro. Like, we don't really do that type of shit. I've heard Irv Gotti speak before carelessly when he was speaking on women. He named a female rapper, then call her a bitch. And I'm like, is this nigga a pimp? Because them are the niggas I know, and they talk to females in the game like that, you know, directly, calling a bitch, or they'll say a girl, and they say, man, that bitch. Most niggas don't say that unless they upset with the woman. Irv Gotti seems like he's the nigga that you can't tell him nothing. Got a chip on his shoulder. Especially, he just mentioned again he got this $300 million. And I guess he feels like anybody that has anything to say about him at this moment, they're jealous in somewhat way about that. He did say, let's stop talking about Joe. He just said old friends are gonna feel away. That ain't got nothing to do with your situation, because there's niggas that don't know you right now who are gonna say you looked at very unplayer speaking on Ashanti in that manner. I did a video recently, probably about, I don't know how long ago, either late last year or early this year, where he felt a way about her re-recording her masters and everything for the songs that she had on Murder Inc. She was gonna re-record them because she didn't have her masters, and now she can re-record them through the contract being up, and she can actually make her own money off of her music now. He felt the way about that, which he did put blood and sweat and tears into those records, but at the same time, she got to eat too. She's an artist. She's part of the creator of it, even though she doesn't own it on paper. So she's going to re-record those. He went on a full rant about that. But anytime you go on a platform this big, bro, I'm going to tell y'all like this, no matter who you is. If the relationship ain't public and everybody didn't see y'all dating and kissing and hugging in pictures, don't speak on no relationship like that. Unless the girl didn't expose it first already. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no reason to put that type of shit out there, bro. You know, you talk to your close friends and your family people about your love life and everything of that nature, but don't go public about that shit like that on no super big platform to the entire world and do it in that disrespectful manner. It's never gonna look good. It's never gonna be a win. And even females and niggas gonna be like, hey, bro, this nigga right here really went left with this shit, bro. You gotta keep it way more player and private than that. And I learned that myself. I never went on no platform and spoke on that, but keep your shit like that to yourself, man. I had to learn that shit the hard way my goddamn self. I done made mistakes with that type of shit before, but I for damn sure would never go on Drink Champs or any platform. I wouldn't give a fuck if it had 10 subscribers and personally name drop a female that I had been with. That ain't it at all. Now, if y'all was in a public relationship, y'all was married, that was your wife, then it's different. That's a personal experience. But it all come full circle. Dog has the documentary coming tonight on BET, and I'm pretty sure he thought about that during this interview. I'm going to promote this. Yeah, you can tell the story. He said in that clip also that, oh man, I watch docuseries and people don't tell how they really feel. I want everything to be real and authentic. But bro, you didn't have to do it in a disrespectful way that you did. You know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. We got more shit coming, more videos, all that. I'll do a video once Ashanti responds, even though I seriously doubt that she will. Tell me what y'all think, man. 1,000. Stay on your pivot.